It's been a few weeks, so I guess that means another Christopher Ward release. They have been on a tear of releases over the past few months, and today we have a limited edition release in collaboration with a horological maverick, Seconde-seconde. If you're not familiar with Seconde-seconde, you might be living under a rock. He's an artist that takes an irreverent look at watches and modifies them to be slightly less serious. And today we have a slightly less serious watch to take a look at. It's a C65, it's a 200-meter dive watch. This is called the Desk Diver. Finally, something that I'm good at. It gets a lot of special features and special packaging. So without further ado, let's take a look at a C65 Desk Diver from Christopher Ward and Seconde-seconde. And here is the Desk Diver from Christopher Ward and Seconde-seconde. This is a real dive watch. So this is based on a C65 Aquitaine. So you're getting all of those specs. Starting with the movement, you're getting a Sellita SW200. This is a 200-meter dive watch. It's made out of stainless steel. 316L stainless steel. You're getting a sapphire bezel insert with 120 clicks. It gets all the same quality. Of course, you're getting the light catcher case. Christopher Ward's light catcher case, one of the best cases that you can get basically under $10,000 at this point. This is an incredible case, and I always say this whenever I review a Christopher Ward. You have a screwed-in crown, a screwed-in case back. The case back gets a little bit of a special treatment because this is a limited edition of 500 pieces. The bezel also gets a special treatment, and the dial also gets a special treatment. All of those have been redone by Seconde-seconde, and we'll get back to that in a few seconds. The batter bracelet gets screwed links. It's, of course, stainless steel. It is all brushed, and you get on-the-fly micro adjust, all the things that you would normally expect from Christopher Ward. However, this is a Seconde-seconde collaboration. It's a limited edition of 500 pieces. And I have to say, you wouldn't immediately know this was a collaboration watch. If you look at it from afar, you're not going to notice everything that's going on the bezel. It's not something that's immediately apparent, but it's there. And I'll go through all of the little details that they've put in the bezel and on the dial, starting with the logo. So you do have the Christopher Ward logo at the 12 o'clock, right below the 12 o'clock index. All of the indices are applied and those are filled with lume. There's a little S right next to the logo, and that obviously is representative of the collaboration here. At the bottom of the dial, there is a post-it note that is stuck to the dial, and that says the Desk Diver. Then there's different sections on the dial that normally would be where the minute track is, and those work in collaboration with the bezel, that bezel with that domed sapphire crystal. When you look at the bezel, there's a lot of different sections. So starting going clockwise, there's a little picture of coffee on that bezel. That is to take a break. There's 3 of those, so they're recommending taking 3 breaks per day, 3 coffees, 3 breaks, whatever that might be. The next section is saying hi, saying bye, and power nap. Power nap is the biggest section on this bezel, so that tells you where the priorities are for the people who actually designed this, which is pretty funny. The next section is gossip. There's a little picture of a knife. The recommendation there is 1. That's only for 5 minutes. That makes a lot of sense. Gossip in the office, because this is meant to be a desk diver. Gossip is kind of an important part of the work atmosphere, and a lot of gossip isn't so nice, so that's why there is a knife there. The next section, also pretty big, that is office politics. The next section, there's a recommendation of 2 of these. They're 5 minutes long, and that is move. I try and do that as often as possible when I am desk diving, which is basically every day. And the last section is doom scrolling, and the recommended units for that is 0. And on the bezel in that section, it says dopamine toxicity and faith in humanity. As you doom scroll more, your faith in humanity goes down at an accelerated rate. So that's the bezel, not taking anything too seriously. Obviously, this is a desk diver. It comes in at 41 millimeters, 12 millimeters thick. You have about a 46.5 millimeter lug to lug. That's on a strap, and this does come with an extra strap, and it comes with a bunch of office materials like paper clips. It comes with a post-it note, and they're all branded to the Desk Diver and Christopher Ward. It's really cool. I'll show you pictures of that. It also comes with an extra strap from D-Lugs. D-Lugs makes very very nice straps, and the strap is right here. It's a yellow strap that matches obviously some of the elements on the dial, which are in the same color as a yellow post-it note. So it makes a lot of sense. It also comes with an extra buckle. That's a D-lugs buckle. On the bracelet, you do have male end links, so this does come in at around 51.5 millimeters, but it does turn down pretty well on the bracelet, so this will fit most wrists. You also have a very large crown, 6.8 millimeters, and again, with Christopher Ward, it's signed really nicely and very deeply with the Christopher Ward logo. The other special aspect of this watch is the case back. The case back says on the back, the desk diver. And then there's a little depiction of a diver. Instead of having an oxygen tank, he has a paper clip on his back. And then it just says how to dominate from 9 to 5, the desk diver. It makes a lot of sense. Really great idea. And I think a lot of people will find this pretty attractive and pretty fun. And I definitely find it fun. So you do have a typical Christopher Ward buckle here or clasp, and you do have micro adjust built inside. So this is a real dive watch. It's something that you could actually go diving with if you wanted to. Very quickly, before I show you what I have on my wrist, price on this is $1,195. That's on a strap. For the package that we're looking at today with the bracelet and the extra strap from D-Lugs, I believe that is $1,395. Well, you know I had to wear Christopher Ward today, so today I have on my Bel Canto. This is the original blue. I love this watch. This was the first edition that came out, limited edition. They said they would never come out with this blue again, and I really hope that they don't, because obviously I want it to be special. And I feel like this is a very special watch. It's just a really good looking watch that you don't see every day. Even though it's become very popular, it's still a watch that you don't see very, very often. Let's listen to the chime really quickly. Sounds so good. It's just an awesome watch. And there is the desk diver on my 7.5 inch wrist. This is a 12 millimeter thick watch. It's a 41 millimeter watch with a 46.5 millimeter lug to lug. It's around 51.5 millimeters on the bracelet. It's a really cool looking watch. And like I said, you wouldn't immediately know this is a collaboration with Seconde-Seconde. It sort of looks like it could be just your everyday dive watch. When you get a little bit closer, you'll probably recognize that it's something a little bit special. And it is special. It's a limited edition that they're only doing 500 of. And for Christopher Ward, I would imagine that is not very many, because this will be a very popular watch. Let's listen to the bezel action, and then we'll do a lume shot. I'm pretty sure there is some extra elements of lume in the bezel, but I'm not entirely sure. We will check that out in just a second. Let's listen to the bezel action. Sounds great. It's basically what you would expect from Christopher Ward. It just feels good and sounds great. The clicks are very pronounced. The C65 is a great watch. Okay, well, there you go. You can see the dopamine toxicity little line that is lumed. The triangle on the bezel is lumed, and then the power nap is also lumed. Of course, the indices are very liberally applied with lume. The hands are liberally applied with lume, and then you have a little bit of lume in that lollipop on the second hand so that you can see it's working in the dark. I love this watch. I think it's really cool. I think that this is a great collaboration, and I love a watch, and I love a company that doesn't need to take themselves so seriously. And here we go. I mean, a desk diver. It's perfect for me because that's essentially what I do. I'm a desk diver. I don't really ever really go diving, but I'm always wearing a dive watch. Well, not always, but a lot of the time I'm wearing a dive watch, and I never really go diving. I go swimming sometimes, but not diving. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you like this collaboration? Do you like what they've done here? It's a little bit different from what they normally do with Seconde-Seconde. So I think this is pretty cool, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I will put a link to the Christopher Ward website and this watch when it comes out. So definitely check out the link down in the description. And that's really it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me today. I will catch you guys in the next video.